welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss previous year question from polity section. In polity, we discuss preamble of our constitution. In preamble, the question: the Indian Constitution postulates in its preamble that India shall be socialist, secular, democratic republic. What are the constitutional provisions to enforce its declaration? It was asked in 64th BPSC mains. In this question, we will see first preamble, then socialist, secular, and democratic republic. What provision has been made for enforce these principles? Now we will start first introduction part. The preamble of Indian Constitution embody the fundamental values and philosophy upon which the nation built. It declared India to be a socialist, secular, and democratic republic. To enforce this declaration, the Constitution contains the several provisions that promote and protect these principles across the various facets of governance and society. This answer will this answer will explore the constitutional provision that underpin India's commitment to secularism, socialism, and democracy. Now we will discuss socialism. Socialism. So socialism enshrined in the preamble, emphasizing the need for the social justice and equality. While the Constitution does not explicitly define socialism, its provision reflects this ideal through the various articles and policies at reducing the economic inequalities. First, DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy, Part 4. Article, Article 36 to 51 outline the directive principle which guide the state in policy making. Key provision include Article 38 promotes the social and economic justice, ensuring that the state is secure the just social order. Next, Article 39 direct the state to ensure the adequate means of livelihood, equal pay to equal work, and protection against the exploitation. Article 41 guaranteed the right to work, education, public assistance in the certain cases. And Article 47 obligate a state to raise the level of nutrition and standard of living of people. Next, the fundamental right. Fundamental right, that is part 3. The Article 14 to 32, while primarily safeguarding the individual right, also serve to promote the equality and prevent discrimination, reinforcing the socialist ideal. Article 14 granted equality before law, and Article 15 prohibit the discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, and place of birth. Now, land reform and nationalization. The various laws enacted post-independence, such as the land selling law, nationalization of the key industries, are aligned with the socialist principle aimed at redistributing wealth and resources. Reservation policy. The provision for the reservation for seats for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward class in educational institution and legislature, Article 15 clause 4, 16 clause 4, reflect the commitment to the uplift the marginalized section of society. All above article and the provision saw the socialism principle of constitution. Now we will discuss democracy. Now we will discuss secularism. Okay. Now we'll discuss secularism. Secularism, another cornerstone of Indian constitution, ensure that state treat all religion with equal respect, does not favor any religion. In this regard, constitution have many provision. First, fundamental right. Article 25 granted the freedom of conscience, right to preface, uh, practice and propagate any religion. Article 26 provide the right to manage religious affairs, establish institutions for religious and the charitable purpose. Article 27 prohibits the state from the compelling any person to pay tax for the promotion of any religion. Article 28 prohibits the religious institution in the educational institution wholly managed by state fund. Next, the personal law. The personal law allows for the existence of the personal law based on the custom of different religious communities, provided by the do not violate the fundamental right. These reflect the balance between the respecting religious diversity and upholding the constitutional value. Next, equality before law. Equality before law, Article 14, granted the equality before law is a fundamental to secularism, ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their religious belief, are treated equally in eye of laws. Pro- uh, Provision of discrimination. The state is prohibited from the discriminating against any citizen on the ground of religion, stipulated in the part Article 15. This is crucial in the maintaining the secular environment where all religion uh, co- coexist with harmony. Next, the term democracy. Democracy, the democratic framework of India is built on the principle of the popular sovereignty, political equality, and accountability. In this regard, Constitution have many provisions such as parliamentary system. Parliamentary system, the Constitution established the parliamentary system of governments from Article 79 to 122 that ensure that the executive draft is authority from the legislature. This foster accountability and representation of people's will. Second, universal adult franchise in Article 326. The provision guaranteed the right to vote to all citizens above the age of 18, ensuring that every citizen has a say in the electoral process, thereby reinforcing the democratic ethos. Next, election and representation. The Constitution mandate regular election. Article 324 to 329 discuss to ensure representative and accountable to the electorate. The Election Commission of India, an autonomous body, oversees the free and fair election. Now, fundamental right. Article 19 to 22 provide the citizen with the freedom essential to democracy, including right to free speech, expression, assembly, association. These rights are crucial for fostering and the environment where democratic discourse can thrive. Judicial as a guardian. It is also crucial for democracy. The judiciary play a vital role in upholding the democracy by interpreting the constitution and protecting citizens' rights. Public interest litigation (PLI) allows citizens to approach the court for the justice, reinforcing democratic accountability. In conclusion, we can say the Indian Constitution commitment to being socialist, secular, democratic republic is reflected in its the comprehensive framework for provision aimed at promoting the social justice, respecting the religious diversity, and ensuring the democratic governance. Through the directive principle of state policy, fundamental rights, and robust electoral framework, the Constitution provides the necessary tool for the reinforcing these ideas. While, ch- while challenge while challenges persist in realizing these principles fully, The constitutional framework remains the potent instrument to social change and the safeguarding of the individual right. As India continue to evolve, the constitutional commitment to socialism, secularism, democracy will remain the fundamental to identify as a nation. Now we will discuss its keyword that can help to write good answer. First, in intro we can write keyword. First, the preamble of Indian Constitution, that is the fundamental value and philosophy. uh, India declares as a socialist, secular and democratic republic. For this regard, the several provisions that promote the protect these principles. In body part, we will write keywords such as socialism. So means social justice and equality. It can be included in constitution. It was included in constitution was 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Various articles regarding this. First, DPSP, Article 36 to 51, 38, that called just social order, Article 39, adequate means of livelihood, Article 51, 41, Article 41, right to work, Article 47, right the level of nutrition, fundamental right, part 3, Article 14 to 32. Article 14 says equality before law. Article 15 prohibits discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Land reform and nationalization and reservation policy under Article 15 clause 4, 16 clause 4, 15 clause 6 and 16 clause 6 for EWS. Now term secularism. Secularism means the state treat all religion with the equal respect and does not favor any religion. In this regard, Constitution have many provisions such as fundamental rights, Article 15 to 28, personal law based on the custom of different religious communities, the equality before law, fundamental to the secularism, and provision of discrimination, Article 15. For democracy, the built on the principle of the popular sovereignty. In India, the democracy built on the popular sovereignty, political equality and accountability. In this regarding, Constitution have many provisions such as parliamentary system, Article 79 to 122, universal adult franchise, Article 326, citizen above the 18 years of age, election and representation. Regular election, Article 324 to 329 by ECI, Election Commission of India. Fundamental right, Article 19 to 22, it is called the freedom essential for democracy. Now Republic. The Republic vested sovereignty in the people, not in the hereditary monarch. In this regard, Constitution have many provisions such as Article 52, President as and the elected head of the state, Article 54 to 62, the election process of President, the Article 14 to 18, the abolishing inequality, and Article 84 to 102, the qualification and disqualification for the public officer based on merit. Thank you. In next video we will discuss next question. तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद.